12th Dada Saheb Phalke Film Festival 2022. This is Titus Upputuru, and I'm so happy that you invited me to talk about my film Nip in the Bud, which got into the official selection this year. And this idea came to me actually when some friends shared about their situations, which were about the Me Too situation that they went through in their own workplaces. And what I noticed is these women, they spoke about what they went through, about the Me Too situations that they went through. They spoke about years after they went through the situation. And I felt like what took so long for them to talk about it? What if they had reported it the very moment that it had happened? And that's how this story was born about this girl who goes through a very difficult situation. She's fresh out of college. She goes through the first interview of her life and going to meet this big man, this very big, successful, powerful man. And she goes and meets him for the interview. But through the interview, this person actually makes sexual advances towards her. And she's shocked out of her wits and she walks out and she's so overwhelmed with the situation. She starts reporting on her Twitter handle about what happened and she tags him. And people read about it. And one of the person who reads about the story happens to be the mother. And when she reads and she goes through she reads about the person who has mistreated it. She sees his handle. She's aghast because she realizes that this was the same person who had mistreated her in a similar fashion 23 years ago. And she regrets not having it reported it back then. She reposts this story with the message saying that how she wished she reported it back then, because maybe if she had reported it, this person would not have had the guts to go on going in this predator behavior year after year after year, and even after so many years he's continuing to do the same thing. So that was really the message that I wanted to really push through. And talking about making of the film, I think I really wanted some really good actors. The girl, I wanted her to be very vulnerable, at the same time a great performer. I didn't want to somebody to have a very typical, good looking kind of a vibe, because that kind of gives a giveaway. So Shreya was a great performer, and she cooperated with me and she really performed really well. Casting the mother was another challenge, and I'm so grateful that Shiba Chadda came forward and she did such a stellar job. She's a great actress, we all know, but she could indulge me with several takes and with all the nuancing that we spoke about. And what a great performance she gave in those very few seconds that she had right at the end of the film. Casting the boss was really a challenge because I didn't want to cast somebody who actually looked like a typical villain. I wanted to cast somebody who was very warm, very gentle on the surface, but there was a wolf within. And how Vikram Kapadia transitioned to that wolf when she walks out of the cabin, I think it was very remarkable. And he cooperated, and he's also a much accomplished actor, but he took my good advice and he indulged me with several takes as well, for which I'm very grateful to him. The other challenge was also to find the location and finding the good office which had this expanse, because I wanted to give it a feel that people have actually left in the evening and it was a bit of a khali office, and except for one or two odd people. And how this boss actually gave an appointment in the evening because he wanted the office to be slightly empty so that he could take advantage of it. And finally, we found this office, we found this um, very beautiful cabin also, and it has a chandelier because this person is very powerful and he's sort of indulging himself as well. So I think it turned out very well, finally, by God's grace. And the film, the music turned out really well. Thanks to Rupert, Sejal Shah, who was a DOP. He's done such a great job. And Vinod, who was producing this for me, and Shabir, all of the team members, the Javed, everyone really worked together. And put together this film, and I'm really grateful for such a great team that I've had. And the film got good traction, in fact, good reception. And Ad Week, which was such a reputed international publication, it covered in one of its features, which says Tuesday Stir, and it featured in that magazine. And very rarely that you get such an honor for work that comes out of India. So all in all, it was good reception, and I only hope that this love for this film and the message, the powerful message that it sends out, it inspires people to inspires women, and for them to just just go out and nip it in the bud. Thank you again, 12th Dada Saheb Phalke Film Festival 2022, for giving me this opportunity. You guys are such fabulous guys who are so responsive, and for selecting this film and giving it all the love that you're giving it, and recognizing filmmakers and films, who actually move people and move audiences, and who move the needle culturally as well. And I'm so grateful for you guys. You're such a great team, and you're doing such a great job, and all the best for this year too.